that's fun. Well, cool, man. Well, let's give this a try and see what we can come up with.
Yeah, let's do it. Here we go.
Rockford Zone for Classic Rock, 96.7 The Eagle. Good morning, it's Double T, and it's time for Bar Comedy USA News with comedian Dog. Dog, how you doing this morning?
I'm doing good, Double T. You know, like I told you earlier, I'm actually feeling pretty victorious right now. I'm feeling on top of the world. I feel like I should be on the front of a box of Wheaties. Why? Because I kicked my 11-year-old's ass in an air hockey tournament.
Yes, that's huge. I mean, to be able to take an 11-year-old down like that, it's hard work, and you did it.
Absolutely. It is hard work. I did do it. It took an injury to his knuckles to make it happen, but...
Hey, man, it's all fair in air hockey, that's for sure.
Oh, I believe so.
Well, besides, well, first of all, I had to ask you,
yes.
Was there a title on the line? Was there a title belt, a trophy, or something on the line?
Absolutely. Air hockey championship belt is being constructed right now out of cardboard and construction paper.
Nice. That's
I'll have it to display right here next week. You know?
Is impressive.
That's right. I'm the Fonz with the bronze, if you know what I mean.
So then what you got to do is, when you start going out and doing shows, you got to wear it on stage.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. 100%. And if that's the case, you can just make up a championship for anything that you're good at.
Well, of course.
We
always think growing up, me and my buddies, there was always, whenever you were doing something, there was a championship on the line every time.
There's gotta be. Otherwise, what's the point?
Exactly. What, you do it for fun?
Yeah,
what?
I mean, if you can't have a friendly competition that then involves 2 weeks of rubbing somebody's face in it, what's the point? Then
exactly. It's no fun otherwise.
Yeah. Then it is just for fun, and that's no fun.
No, not at all. Well, besides, dominating in the world of air hockey, what else you got going on? Anything else exciting been going on in your world?
Well, Double T, as you know, it's election time, which means political comedy has gone into high gear, which
yes.
I don't know how you feel about it, but I get a little bit annoyed.
Yeah, I'm pretty much done with it. I'm ready for this day to be over and the election to be over.
Yeah, 100%. And I understand the point of political satire and parody. It's a way to poke fun at the powers that be. I totally get that. But when you go into a live comedy situation, like at a comedy club, for instance, I think it's kind of a dumb move.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that makes a lot of sense because, you know what? You're going to piss off somebody and you might lose a fan over it.
That's right. People are barraged with this stuff all day long. They argue about it at work. They're probably getting divorced over it. And you're right. People will get upset one way or the other. Why risk alienating half the audience? Why bring political discourse into a situation that involves alcohol? And Double T, I tend to vote libertarian, which means everybody hates me.
That darn comedian just wasting a vote each and every election.
That's right. No matter which side loses, they blame me.
It was that comedian guy, funny guy. He voted libertarian. He ruined it for all of us.
I take it you have a little bit of experience with that yourself.
Yeah. You know what? There's a lot of I have friends with very strong political views, and they get mad at me because I'm like, okay, that's cool, whatever you think, man. You know what? I don't want to. It's the last thing I want to do is get in a political argument with somebody.
Yeah. Can we just hang out without you yelling at me right now?
Or telling me off or telling me I'm stupid or anything like that. You know what, dude? It's all cool. You vote how you vote. I'll vote how I vote, and it all will work out.
It'll all work out in the end, you know. I'm not going to lose relationships over it. And I certainly don't want to blow a comedy show over it. You know, people go into a comedy show to escape all that. Have some
Yeah.
drinks, share some laughs, blow off steam. They want to laugh, period. Double T, if I go into an ice cream shop and I pay for a banana split and they bring me an alligator sandwich, I'm not going to be happy.
I mean, that's way off. It's not like they just left off the whipped cream or something. That's a whole different world.
That's what I'm saying. And I like alligator sandwiches.
You do?
A little bit. I mean, they make my fart smell like dog food, but, you know, that's not a bad lunch to have when you're at the state fair.
Okay. I understand.
That's the stuff I want to hear more about. I want to hear more about people's food at the state fair and less about their political viewpoints when they're doing comedy. I want to hear their unhinged rant over how much they hate dryer lint.
But yeah, I mean, that's the thing too. There are so many things in the world to make fun of that other people can relate to that you're not going to make them angry about. Why do it? And I know some comedians, that's their thing, to be the person that makes people angry, but I don't know. That's not fun to me.
No, I don't. I'm speaking as an audience member, and there are some audience members that do like it. But Double T, you know me. We go way back. For almost 20 years, I've been booking and producing several hundred comedy shows a year. Not one time has someone asked me to bring a political comedian.
Yeah, you usually don't get a lot of requests. What do people usually request when they're asking for comedians?
Well, if they're calling me, they're usually asking for the life of the party type of comedy. But I even had a political group contact me once. I said, "Do you want political comedy?" They said, "No, that's the last thing we want. People want to laugh."
I love that. That is so awesome. Yeah, they have to deal with it in their regular life. No, they want something different. I love it. It's great.
100%. You know, and really the politics in and of themselves, it's their own comedy. Like if you watch a political debate that's on TV, that's, you know, these televised political debates, they always start out real nice. And then they quickly turn into insults and character attacks. And if that's what I wanted, I would just go to Family Thanksgiving.
Imagine this, Dog. If you could just take those debates and put a laugh track underneath and maybe some goofy music, how much better would it be?
It probably would be. And that to me is the type of political satire that I like to see, as opposed to someone going into a live comedy show at a nightclub, tavern, neighborhood bar, wherever the situation is. You're held captive there while you're getting their indoctrinations and viewpoints jammed down your throat. And a lot of times they're not even making fun of the politicians. A lot of times they're making fun of the people who are the voters, which is usually statistically going to be at least half the audience. Or if you're like me, you don't even care and you just want to hear the jokes. You just want to be entertained. When I do stand-up comedy, Double T, I've always avoided politics, religion, and sports. Why? Those are three things that piss off too many people, and I don't know jack squat about any of those topics anyway.
It's Bar Comedy USA News with Dog. Dog, where can people find you and what you got coming up?
Well, here's what we got coming up. I want to give a shout out to Boxcars Pub and Grub over there in Clinton. They brought in Vince Moronto and Carlin Haggerty last week for the Pub and Grub Comedy Tour sold-out show. They've got a few tickets left for their next shows coming up. Otherwise, it's sold out for the season, from what I understand. So those guys are all real cool. I'm going to be at the Laugh Out Lounge in Winter Haven, Florida. So that's going to be a lot of fun to report back to you on. And otherwise, you can go to Dog Live. You can go to barcomedyusa.com and check out past episodes of Bar Comedy USA News.
Awesome. It is Dog on Rockford's home for Classic Rock, 96.7 The Eagle. Awesome, dude. Good stuff, man.
Yeah, thanks, Double T. That was a fun one.